So we're going to open it with Lairon here, since it's the only Pokemon I have that can survive the first attack. Yeah, that's really nice. Metal Claw, because the ability that I use doesn't actually matter, since it can't be one-shot anyway. But I do get an attack boost from it, so that's always nice. But again, this Honchkrow is just going to one-shot me, so I need something that can kill this Honchkrow, really. Fortunately, Magneton doesn't have enough. Yeah, it's just not enough speed. That's with full special defense, by the way. Ice Beam, maybe? Okay. So I need to get lucky with the speed. This is another Ice Beam, I believe. Razor Wind. So I just don't have enough. It's going spectacularly well. Talonflame. That's actually weak versus rock, right? Do I have any rock moves? Talonflame, like, that must be flying fire or something like that. So I hope I've made the right choice here. Rock move. Please don't one-shot me. Okay. Okay, so this is actually a really good Pokemon to face against it. Oh, okay. We're actually making progress. So Caracosta can defeat Talonflame. I'll make note of that. Glysaur. That's weak versus water and ice. So the Pokemon I should use here is Jinx. Ice Beam. That should one-shot it if I don't die. Yep, there we go. Braviary. Oh, for context, I had to write everything down on a piece of paper, because there's no way I'm going to remember the weaknesses of Pokemon in these gyms. Ice, Rock, Electric. So I can just use Jinx again. Is it worth using Lovely Kiss? I think I'm going to risk it. Yeah, I just die either way. Like, that Pokemon is insane. I think I've run out of Light Screen too. I think Lairon has quite a lot of defense, so this is pretty much our only chance. Braviary. Ice, Rock, Electric. So I should use Rock Slide or Rock Tomb. I can never remember what the hell these abilities do, but this has less PP, so I'm going to assume it's more powerful. Never mind. So again, Gyarados possibly. Although I just really feel that nowhere near enough speed for this fight. I have no... It's my only chance here is to actually make it flinch. I need like successive flinches. Oh, okay, this is actually dying to the recoil. It's my strongest chance is actually having... As long as it doesn't heal. Caracosta. I have a rock move here. What does bulk up do? Attack rose, defense rose. Oh my god. I actually killed it. Alright. Wasn't expecting to kill it. This is a test run. Glad I recorded though. Perhaps father was right. $3,000. Thank you very much, sir. You were truly the better today, admit as such. And the victory. The Zephyr badge. Pokemon up to level 35. That's actually a nice increase. You over for your next challenge, use it wisely. Aerial Ace. Sounds like a good move. Move father taught me to in our last training session. Before you pass, please honor me with your left. I have much to improve upon, so I ask you, leave me to it. You were the better man today. Alright, so I'll quickly go through my Pokemon choices here. I think I said at the start of the video, Lairon was the only Pokemon I could think of that was quite bulky, and that could survive more than one shot, because I believe the Aerodactyl that they use has some sort of, I don't know what they call it, like a mod or ability, or like some personal power or something, that makes it so it only has, so you can't one-shot it essentially, so it's always going to have 1 HP left. So Lairon was the only Pokemon I had that could survive 2 hits. In that essence, I actually found that I had Magneton with that same ability to survive with 1 HP left. Originally, I picked it up because several of these Pokemon were weak to electric. But I did pick up on the hint that I shouldn't stack a lot of Pokemon that are electric based, because I assume they all have a weakness to the general type. Well, they have like multi-types, they have flying and something else. So the something else type that they have would probably kill me. So I was only going to take one there. I did try Pikachu, but I found that even with EVs, he's just getting one shot. He's just far too slow to do anything, unfortunately. So that was the electric choice I made. Gyarados I took purely because he's the Pokemon that I've been using to train with. Basically, he can just one-shot 90% of the Pokemon you face on the randomly generated Pokemon trainer that you can face. Aerodactyl. I originally picked this before hearing about Jix's video, purely on the basis that it was like a 1% catch or something. It took me so long to complete that area because like he just wouldn't spawn for me. So I assumed that, incorrectly after talking to Metro, that he would be incredibly good for this fight. But apparently he's really good for Jix. I have no idea how yet, since I've not watched his video, but yeah, he ended up doing okay, I guess. Caracosta. I picked this one because, again, he was like a really bulky type. I noticed that several of the Pokemon are actually weak to water. Yeah, okay, yeah, 3 of them. So I thought that'd be pretty good. Actually, looking at his moves too, I did look up his yeah. So yeah, I trained quite a lot of EVs for these Pokemon too. As you can see, like I mostly trained them in attack and a little bit of speed, and a bit of HP, so it's just enough HP that it can survive stuff. And not mattering there. I thought the Shell Smash would be really good. It'd be more. It sort of like offset like the defense. Like the Pokemon has like a really good base defense. Anyway, so I didn't really put too much points into that. But he does have like 79 points just from leveling, so I thought that'd probably be enough. It has really low speed, and speed seems to be the main aspect of these fights that I'm learning. Like I put, well, as you can see on my Jinx, my Jinx had quite a lot of its EV, like max EV actually, on HP, and it just doesn't matter. Like if you don't have special defense, you just die versus these things. I did think that a lot more physical abilities would work, so I did like bulk of its defense quite a lot. The random 17s and 12s, so from me not knowing how EV works and attacking Pokemon in the wild. I brought Jinx originally. I think she was killing about 4 Pokemon. That's with a build of special defense that was really high. So here we can only see 61, but I think before I ruined her EVs, she was something like 70 something. So she's actually stronger before I changed her EVs. So that's something to take notice. But the Ice Beam ability especially, that's such a good an ability. I've noticed like even if it's resistant to ice moves, you do get the stab bonus because Jinx is ice. So it just makes it so incredibly powerful versus quite a lot of things. And I did notice that who was it? Glycerol or something? Like the bat thing had like a 4x weakness to ice. So originally that was going to be like a 1-for-1 trade. Who else did I bring? Yeah, Magneton was basically just like a 1-for-1 trade. Purely brought him based on Thundershock. I thought that'd be a bit more impactful, but I think that the base power in it is like a little too weak to be impactful, even though it was facing a Pokemon with was it a 4x? Oh no, it was just a 2x. But yeah, Electric is pretty good versus Bird, so I thought it'd be a good pickup by the way. But the main reason I brought it was purely based on yeah, this sturdy trait at the bottom. It cannot be knocked out with one hit. That was actually 90% of the reason I bought it. But yeah, I got pretty lucky here actually. I think spending the time to get Caracosta was a good idea. Aerodactyl, I'm not sure if I built him right. I probably didn't use him right, to be honest. Jinx, I thought was very impactful. Lairon, I pretty much just feel is required to defeat that Aerodactyl, but I'm sure there's other ways you can do it. Jinx, before I ruined her, is probably really, really good for this fight. I think you can get her before the first gym too. And I think she learns enough moves early on that she's probably going to be useful for that. So if I do end up restarting this game for any reason, Jinx is probably going to be a pickup for the first 2 gyms especially. Gyarados again, like I tried some things with him. He does have Moxie, which is really good for training, obviously, but I think obviously I ruined his stats by like training against wild Pokemon and using against the random generated trainer. So he looks nice though. He's a shiny Pokemon, so yeah, he's probably strong. Like the dragons, I assume are going to be much stronger later on when they get stuff like Hyper Beam or whatever they've replaced it with in the later versions of Pokemon. But yeah. So trying to reflect on the fight. I don't think there's. I think I definitely would replace Gyarados for next time. Magneton for the light screen. I'm not sure how impactful that was. Caracost I really liked. Aerodactyl's probably easily replaceable. I think the only two Pokemon I'd always use for this fight is probably Lairon for Aerodactyl and Jinx, just as an overall powerhouse. Maybe Caracosta too. But yeah, I felt like these four Pokemon, this L-shape is probably my most impactful Pokemon. These other two are definitely replaceable. Like I could pretty much change them for almost anyone. But we'll see for the next gym, I guess.